lot. I hope you are well. I'm dropping in today with the daily tap, and there's a lovely card just come out sideways, which is always lovely. If you're new here, you're very welcome. My name is Emma Starling, and I am a trainer and founder of the SoulShift method, co-creator of the Rapid Imprint Resolution method, and general energy work obsessive. And it's my mission in this life to get energy work out into the hands of 1 million people in my lifetime. And as such, I work in leveraged ways. So I certify practitioners, I work in groups, and I get the message out faster. Because it's really important to me that everybody knows how to do this stuff. But the first way in that I offer is for you to do this, which is the daily tap. So if you've heard of tapping before and you're already going, not sure about that, I would encourage you to just suspend judgment for the moment. I'll tell you for why. Because I do it differently, right? So the tapping is the same, but what I'm going to tell you is that tapping really is an energetic connection to yourself. Okay. It's not just affirmations and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. It's far, far more than that. But the way that we do it in this, I'm just getting the card up, is that I pull a card from an oracle affirmation or a tarot deck. And the reason that we do that is because it's just an easy way to get a message for everybody. Today I'm using the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. It's the first one they ever did. With the daily tap, and so I'm going back to that today. But before we get into the daily tap, I want to talk to you about money energetics, because you may have seen that I've been talking about my upcoming bear with me, my screen's gone a bit funny. I've been talking about my upcoming program next week, which is a 3-day experience, and I wanted to talk about it here because this is my way to get through to more people. And I'm sorry if I'm sounding tired. I am a little bit tired today. I've got shingles and I'm trying to kind of pace my energy. So if I sound a little tired, it's probably because I am. But there you go. So next week, I'm running an experience that is called the Receiving Breakthrough. And it's really important to me that I do it because there's been so many people say to me recently about, either they're not earning enough or they earn it, but they can't hold on to it, all of these different things. And so I've created a 3-day experience next week, and I'm until tomorrow at 8 p.m. I'm only charging £22 to join. Then it's going to go up to 99, and I sell it for 10 times more than that. So it's a very cheap way to experience this and get a shift. But the truth is, you can be in business for yourself, or you can be, wanting to do that. You can be really trained up to the nines. You can be deeply skilled at helping others, but you can still panic when you open your banking app. You can still wobble when you raise your prices or you go to raise your prices. You can still spiral a bit when either nobody signs up to the stuff you're offering, or somebody cancels, or, doesn't respond back to a message from you or something like that. And I want to be clear that this is not a sign that you're unworthy or bad with money or anything like that. It's purely a sign that your nervous system and energetic field are holding on to imprints, old imprints around money, wounds, power fears, safety stuff, and resistance as to how much money you are allowed to receive. And that's the level that you have to work at to actually create change in your money. So if you're not earning, if you feel you're not earning enough, if you're earning money but not able to hold on to it, if clients aren't coming, or if you look at your bank account and it's below where you want it to be and you feel that clench, then that event is going to be for you. As I say, it's 22 quid at the minute. That is until 8 p.m. tomorrow night, when it will go up to £99. And we've got a private Telegram group that you can jump into. But who am I to talk to you about this stuff? Well, until recently, last few years, I carried around up to about 50 grand's worth of debt for years and years and years. And I was doing all the mindset work. I was highly trained, but I was stuck in this loop of overgiving, undercharging, and feeling like I just couldn't break through. And so then I started working at the energetic level. I trained with Margaret Lynch as a tapping into wealth coach, and I worked on what my body and my nervous system believed was possible for me financially, what I felt safe to receive, And everything changed. And very, very quickly after that, within a few months, I sold my house to a cash buyer within 48 hours of putting it on the market. I cleared off all my debt, went full time in my business, and I've never looked back. But that change wasn't external. It was energetic. It was in my nervous system. And that's the real important thing that I want to impress upon you. So to break it down simply, you don't get what you want. You get what you feel safe to receive and hold on to, right? So money is just frequency, and your body's going to resist it if it associates that money with pressure, responsibility, judgment, lack of safety, visibility, disappointment, burnout, shame. That's the real upper limit, right? And there's no strategy in this world or mindset that will override that if that's what's wired into your nervous system. Okay. And that's why a lot of coaches and healers and practitioners have been banging their heads against a wall, because they're like, I've done all the mindset work, I've done all of this, and still, because you haven't worked at the energetic level, and then that's not your fault. You maybe just don't know how. Okay. And that's what I'm going to introduce you to. So if you wouldn't want more income, and you want to stop panicking when business goes quiet, or you want to trust your body to kind of hold things instead of going into self-doubt when a client cancels or nobody signs up to your thing, if you want to raise your prices without feeling the need to justify it, and you want to stop being thrown off by this feast and famine cycle, you want to feel steady around money, then come and join up to the thing. Because once you work at this level, clients come in, money comes in faster, you don't question yourself, you can hold on to more, and you don't shrink and undercharge, right? So put breakthrough in the comments if you would like the details on that. But without further ado, let's get into the daily tap. So the card that's come out, funnily enough, because they're always the right thing. Am I still going? I thought the screen had stopped then. The card that's come out is strategy. It's number 21. And it adds up to 3, obviously, which is a really harmonious number, energetically speaking, for money. And it says this card shows a pen, journal, compass, and key. When you receive this card upright, it indicates that this is the optimum time for setting up a very specific strategy for achieving your goals. Write about the direction you want to go in, consider any potential change in course that may be needed, be aware of the particulars regarding your goals, and have some conscious plan in mind. Structure the short-term goals to make your long-term goal a reality. This card is telling you to spend some time setting things in order. It's time to take full control. Add thought to action and set your sights on the road ahead. And the affirmation is, I plan the necessary steps to achieve my goals, and I'm willing to take action in that direction. I'm flexible, persistent, and prepared. And I really like this card because, in conjunction with what we've just been talking about getting our money stuff sorted out, right? You can't just say, well, I want more money, because the universe frequency and magnetism doesn't understand that. You have to be specific. So you might want to get a pen and paper and write yourself out a list of all the money that you want and for what, because it needs a job, right? The universe loves money, loves a job. So write it all out and then tot up the amount and the time that you want to earn it in. And that becomes, and we're 11/11 as we're talking about this, and that becomes your goal. But then you need to look at the energetically aligned actions to get there. Okay. So if you think about this whole strategy thing, and let's talk about when it's reversed, let's talk about when things feel difficult with this. If you are stalling in progress, if there's not much planning, if you've got a goal in mind, but there's no specific ideas about how to achieve it, or if you're finding that your plans have hit a wall, now it's time to reevaluate things. And if this is the case, then remember that the path of least resistance might be tempting, but it rarely leads anywhere new. So don't let the mundane tasks of life eat up all your time and take you off course. Instead of floundering and wandering around in confusion, put some significant mental effort into starting or renewing a comprehensive plan of attack. This card is warning you to get out of the role of passive observer and become the author and director of your own destiny. Now, when you hear me read that out, and this is the key, how does it feel in the body? Just notice how it feels. Are you feeling some resistance, some kickback? Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling excited? It's all a message, okay? But we're going to do a little bit of tapping now on the affirmation. So just tune into the feelings in your body, and then it would just follow me around. So tap where I tap, say what I say, and see how you feel. With 2 fingers and full responsibility, we're going to start on the eyebrow. Today, I plan the necessary steps outside of the eye on the corner to achieve my personal goals. And that can be about anything, right? It doesn't just have to be about money. Underneath the eye. And I'm willing to take action in that direction. Under the nose. And I choose to be flexible, persistent, and prepared. Itchy nose, excuse me. Then we go on the chin. I'm ready to plan the necessary steps to achieve my goals. Collarbones. I'm ready to do something different to bring about a different result. Under the arm. I'm creating a comprehensive plan of action. Top of the head. To make my plans a reality. All right, come to a stop, take a nice deep breath. And just notice how that feels in your system now. Notice any kind of lightness. Now, it may have got more intense before it comes down. That's okay. Just keep tapping, and you can tap under your collarbones if that's if you're not an experienced tapper. But what I would say is, astrologically as well, now is the time. It is very, very auspicious time right now for you to put plans in place for you to either achieve money goals or health goals or relationship goals, job goals, whatever it is. Now is the time. Everything is lined up for you to get exactly what you want right now. Okay, so carve out some time. It's really worth you doing that. And if money is your concern right now, if your business and the income from your business is a concern right now, please come and join me next week. It's only 22 quid. You're going to get 3 sessions with me, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 till 5 p.m. UK time. And yes, there will be replays if you sign up, and you'll get them for life. And I'm going to show you how to start dealing with this properly. I'm going to show you how regulation can be a strategy, and how that moment in between when everything is feeling really difficult for you, how that kind of clench, that pause, is what's causing the issue. I'm going to show you where in your nervous system these emotions are hiding and creating problems in your money, push me, pull you energy, and back and forth. And I'm going to show you how to start shifting it for just 22 quid. As I said, I sell these classes for 10, 20 times more than this. So you are getting a phenomenal bargain, but I'm making it available like that for a short period of time in the event that there's people who want to come, but money is a barrier. Don't let it be. All right. So I will put breakthrough in the comments if you want to come and join us. And I look forward to seeing you in my magical Zoom room next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if not before. And I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your